Welcome to YonNfoolery. I'm YonNfoolery. You are YouTube. This is Thomas Was Alone. So this is a game that I love it. It's so heartwarming. I haven't beaten it yet, but I have played through a good chunk of it. Hello. So I'm going to set the chat up here so that I can keep track of what you guys say. And when I play through this game, I'm going to not be talking a whole lot. Hey, Cammy. So let me get this set up, and then I will get her going. And make sure you get in on that that giveaway if you want to be a part of it. I know you're a part of the second place and third place drawing, but you haven't done the bits for the first place, so make sure you go read the description again if you don't remember what to do. This is fighting me. Just 1 second.
What giveaway?
My May the 4th be with you giveaway that I did back on May 4th. The drawing is this Friday, so if you want to be, it's the stream. Just look for the May the 4th be with you Star Wars Day giveaway. Something to that effect. Yeah, just look back through my uploads and you'll be able to find it. It's got a picture of me wearing a Darth Vader mask in the top corner because that's what I wore for the beginning of the stream. Anyway, so this game is called Thomas Was Alone, and one of the best bits of this game is its narration.
Oh, okay, I think a minute.
And yeah, you're in the second place and the third place drawing, but you haven't done the bit for the grand prize, which is the Spyro game. So if you're wanting a chance for the Spyro game, then that's what I was reminding you, because I know that at one point you mentioned to me that you were in on it, and I double checked stuff, and I hadn't gotten the message from you that would be the indicator that you wanted to be a part of that. So just wanted to clarify. Anyway, one of the best parts of this game is the narration within it. So I'm going to be doing a lot of not talking and just playing, but I'll be here to react to things and to talk with you guys about things if you want. But I love this game. It's just so heartwarming. It's so well written, and without any further ado, here we go. There's actually a lot of these that
Thomas was alone. Wow, a weird first thought to have.
So I press left and right to move left and right. I press X to jump.
I can't see all the writing.
Alright, I'll send you a copy of what it says.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing. Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump. It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Oh, I love it.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him.
Gently. I didn't mean to fall into that quite yet.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Paranoia.
So how have you been, Kimmy?
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might or might not be important.
Very accurate.
It might have been paranoia again, but
Bored.
Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
So it's just a basic platformer. It gets a little more
Something
complicated
about the
here in a little
boiling,
bit, though.
Toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided. The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
So it's on frame 10 or 11 or something in that direction that the game starts to really open up and become the next thing that it's going to become. And you start to really get to know Thomas. Because we find out, well, I won't spoil it. Alright, not this one.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Ooh, so sad. Actually is. If you think about it, you know, waking up in a world all alone and finding out that you're becoming bigger and stronger, but having nobody to tell or nobody to share that experience with would be surreal. It would not be a thing that many people would be able to withstand. If you just want someone to share it with. Beginning, I think I should have put my face cam over on the other side. Might not have obstructed those little tidbits for y'all.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
See? I work together to achieve the goal. Teamwork.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not technically graceful, it's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
No to bad.
Too bad? Why too bad? Welcome to YonNfoolery. Playing Thomas is alone. He just found out he isn't alone, though. He met Chris.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great, great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
So, Thomas is the rectangle, the kind of salmony, reddish rectangle, and Chris is the kind of brownish beige square.
Thanks for the update.
Yeah, the best part of this entire game is the narration. It is just so well written.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
This way. I need to get him up there, okay. Okay, make those jumps. Yep. Here we go.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot.
The vaulting idiot.
Portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
Oh, bit of a fourth wall break there. If only for a few levels. I think I can make that. I don't know if this was the right way to go or not. But we shall soon find out. Thomas has to go the long way. Precision jump time. Hurry up. Uh-oh, someone new.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
Nailed it.
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
Oh, we got a button.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to
John
flex
jumped
those
you on top.
muscles, to put his training to use. Time to show those little dots how it was done.
Ah! Hiya!
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
Apparently John's a bit of a narcissist. Well, to be fair, Chris is too. I think I'm gonna have to go back down and help Chris up. Or rather, Thomas is gonna have to go back down and help Chris up. Yeah, a little bit tough for Chris. But you know Chris hates. I wouldn't say Chris is so much a narcissist as Chris is an independent. He doesn't like help. Whereas John doesn't mind help so much as long as he's the one that looks the best. And Thomas doesn't really care at all, as long as he's got friends to enjoy it with. Might need. I'll need Thomas to help Chris up over this one. Whoops. I'm at top. I'm at Chris, so I can go over. Yeah, I thought so. So I need John here. So Thomas can go up and over. Up and over. Whoop. Well, I guess it would have been fine. There we go. I go like that. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. Can I still make it? How about from here?
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Aha! Whoops. Alright, we're gonna go there. There we go. There we go. And up and over.
So much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
There we go. The drop sucked all the inertia out of the jump. That's gonna make it even trickier. And climbing did the same thing. It was like you were fighting against the speed of it going up. I don't remember that. Alright, here we go. Right at the top.
The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
Was less immediately likable. To be clear and fair, John's really the only one that can pretty much do everything on its own. The only thing that he needs help for is, when he needs to fit through a teeny spot. He's not so good at that. Oh yeah? There we go.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing.
Oh, I can move the camera.
John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
All right. Here we go. Good God, look at that leap. John's got skills, you gotta admit it. Sometimes it's not arrogant.
That's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Alright, so I was gonna say that sometimes arrogance isn't arrogance, it's just confidence. I feel like John's just arrogant. I still like him though. Alright, here we go. If I'm not remembering wrong, this is my favorite member of the family.
So, this was how Claire would die. She knew it would happen eventually. She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realised she had superpowers.
Oh, I love this game.
She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
A rather useful one, actually. I love Claire. So this is how
Right.
Claire would die.
Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you. Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish.
Claire was rubbish.
Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
The writing's just so spot on. Oh no! That was not the right time. Or right timing, rather.
Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Here we go. Just Claire and Thomas.
As the
I've
water
made a
began to
birthday
rise,
candle.
Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She'd like that. The sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water. The others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture here. Claire wondered why the world made it so difficult.
No, I need to wait. She needs to go after Chris. Oh shit, I need Jeff here. Was it Jeff? I think it was Jeff. Is she tippy? No, she can go all the way out on the edge. Nice. There we go.
Claire probably needed a nemesis, a villain who would show their true colours at the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear. Chris was the most obvious choice. He seemed stroppy enough, and his jump was so pathetic that it conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities. Yes, Chris. Diabolical Chris. The fiendish Christopher.
Oh wait, that's a... Okay, can't go through that. Just gonna take her by herself for now. There. Nope, you go over here. And you go up there. Whoops. Back over here. Got it.
Wait. Where had Chris gone? Was he off somewhere? Plotting Claire's downfall? If Claire was honest, and she had to be because she was a superhero, this was a troubling turn of events. Still, there were reasonably sized bodies of water to cross.
I'm gonna try it, y'all. I'm gonna make that jump. Here. Oh shit. I didn't know how strong my backup powers were. My backing up powers were. Yeah. Oh, he didn't even jump. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Totally awesome. Where did
Moving
Chris go, by the way?
platforms over water, eh? Claire's newly heightened senses told her that there were multiple paths across with various possible configurations of the little posse.
Oh no! Hey up. Hey up. No, I missed. Ooh, Claire and Jeff. I think Jeff. Yes, Jeff. Maybe Jeff. Are the same height.
They were doing really well. Claire hoped she could get them all across. John was fully aware he could do this alone.
John, not Jeff.
Thomas hoped he'd never have to.
That's what I love about Thomas. John was fully aware he could do this by himself. Thomas hoped he'd never have to. Thomas just doesn't want to be alone again. Spikes. Oh, it's her by herself.
Claire was alone, which was odd, because she wasn't meant to be alone. She needed to be where there were rectangles to save. Being the only superhero in a given space kind of defeats the object.
That is a tricky job.
It was new.
Got it.
Claire avoided them. She decided they were most likely her kryptonite. Not the rubbish red kryptonite either, the proper radioactive green stuff.
That was good. Alright. Last one for tonight. I'll pick this back up again next week. Oh, that was way too big of a jump.
Deja vu. The world was repeating. And this time Thomas was here. Claire felt something had gone wrong. There was a disturbance in the force. Something had altered the matrix. The world was reacting to their progress. It was amassing its forces. It was plotting against them. Claire finally had a nemesis.
The world itself. So that doesn't kill me. That is a good thing. I'm jumping. Ouch. have him fall on her. Woo-hoo. Got a little overzealous there. Alright. So this is Thomas's Alone. I will pick this one up again next week, Wednesday. And I'll play through the entire story. And then I'll figure out a different game to play. Also, again, next week, around 2 p.m. Pacific time, you guys will be able to come back if you want to watch me play more. What was I just playing? Wow, I am an airhead. Warframe, yes. That's what it was. So yes, if you want to come back around 2 p.m. next Wednesday, I'll be playing some more Warframe. Then around 6 p.m.-ish, I'll be playing some more Thomas Was Alone. And then here in about an hour or so, I'll be starting up on my permadeath run of No Man's Sky. And then hopefully next week I will also be doing that as well. Hopefully this will be a weekly thing for me and I will be able to stay consistent to it. And that is the plan. We will see how it goes. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Thomas Was Alone. If you did, maybe go get it for yourself, play through it for yourself. It's a lot of fun. And the writing's just so spot on. And there's actually either straight away if you want, or once you've beaten the game, there's an actual narration element that you can have, and the game developer talks through his mind space on how he organized everything within the game. So that's a whole kind of extra element to play through the game and experience that, and he'll talk you through each level and what he was thinking when he made that. So but anyway, I'll see you guys later tonight in about an hour or so, and we'll be playing some No Man's Sky permadeath. Until then, if you guys liked it, if you do, leave me a like. Lets me know I did it right and that you guys
Thanks,
enjoyed it.
mate. That was fun.
Yeah, no problem. And I will catch you guys either later tonight or next time. I've been YonNfoolery. You have been YouTube. Thank you for watching YonNfoolery, and I'll see you guys next time. Whoops. Gotta get back to the right screen. Alright, see ya.